Okay, here today we will start at next chapter, that is ninth chapter, gravitation. So in this gravitation, so we are discussing today Kepler's laws. This Kepler's laws is explain about the planetary motion around the sun. So before Kepler, so many scientists is explain about the planetary motion. So first time the Galileo, okay, it is Italian scientist Galileo is explain about the earth is consist the gravitational force. So without mass, okay, irrespective of their masses, all bodies are is moves, accelerates towards the earth, a constant acceleration. Okay, he is demonstrated in public from a tower, a high mass ball, a high mass object and low mass object both are same size is fall at certain tower. So without a frictional force, the air frictional force, so equal the bodies are landed earth at equal time. That means it is consist same acceleration. After that, a Ptolemy's proposed about 2000 years ago geocentric model. It's about planetary motion. Geocentric model is nothing but so all the planets and celestial objects, stars, sun, all are is revolving around the earth. Okay, around the earth, it is called the geocentric model. So then after that, a more elegant model in which the sun was the center around which the planets revolve, so it is called the heliocentric model. About heliocentric model, all planets are revolve around the sun is the center. So it is proposed Aryabhatta at 5th century AD. After that, a Poland scientist in 15th century, so that is the Poland scientist is Nicolaus Copernicus. The Nicolaus Copernicus is proposed to a definite model in the all planets are moved in circular around the sun. Okay, all planets are moving in circular motion around the sun. At the same time, Galileo and Tycho Brahe. So Tycho Brahe is a scientist. So he is from Denmark. He is observed and spent entire lifetime recording observations with the planets, so with the naked eye. So the naked eye all lifetime, so it is observed about the planetary motion. So that is heliocentric model. His compiled data were analyzed later by his assistant, okay, Tycho Brahe assistant Johannes Kepler. Okay, it is also in 15th century to 16th century. Johannes Kepler is observed. It explains planetary motion. So this planetary motion, 3 laws are proposed. So these laws are called Kepler's laws. So the Kepler's laws are 3. So that is the first one, is laws of orbits, second one law of areas, and third one law of periods. So here the Kepler's laws, the first one law of orbit, law of orbit. According to law of orbit, so up to before Kepler, so all scientists, that is heliocentric model or geocentric model, so both are, all planets are revolve around the sun or revolve around the earth, it is in circular motion only. So the Kepler is proposed is a elliptical model. All planets are revolve around the sun in elliptical model, that is elliptical shape, situated, a sun situated at one of the foci. So all planets, for example here all planets are move in elliptical orbits, in elliptical orbits with the sun situated at one of the foci, at the one of the foci, that is here S and S dash, S and S dash. Okay, here this is a definition about law of orbit. All planets, so we are consider Earth, and all planets are revolve around the sun. Okay, the sun is situated at S and S dash, so both are FOC, so this is also FOC. Okay, elliptical orbit with the sun situated at one of the foci. So this is elliptical orbit. A planet P is revolve, okay, revolve in elliptical orbits. Okay, the shape is ellipse. So here A point and P point, B point and C point. So this A to P, AP is called the major axis. Okay, AB is major axis. So that is AP, sorry, AP is major axis, that equals we have taken 2A, and BC is minor axis, that is 2B. Okay, from, sir, for example it is taken O point, so middle point is O point to A, so this is semi major axis. O point to B, so that is OB equals to small b, this is semi minor axis. Okay, OA equals to or OP equals to, so this is semi major axis, that is equals to A. So here OA equals to A and OB equals to small b, this is semi major axis, this is semi minor axis. And again P is called, okay, sun is situated here, P is called perihelion and A is called aphelion. Okay, A is called aphelion, P is called perihelion. Here the second law is law of areas. According to Kepler's, the line that joins any planet to the sun sweeps equal areas in equal interval of time. So we consider, so this is elliptical orbit, the sun situated here, the S point is sun situated, the line is joins, so that is the sun sweeps equal areas in equal interval of time. So for example, the planet is here. Okay, first the planet is started from point P. It is moves around the that is around the sun in anti-clockwise direction. So continuously. So at the position vector from sun situated from S to P, it is r bar. The time taken is delta t to reach P to P dash. Okay, so that the velocity, okay, the linear velocity in tangential direction, so that is v bar. Here at P dash, at the linear velocity is v bar here. At delta t time, so it is moves P to P dash. The area is covered, this area is covered delta A. Okay, a small area is covered delta A. It moves and moves. So from this point, okay, so it is P1 point, this is P1 dash point. So it is consist, the arc is more here. Okay, so this is also equal area and equal time interval. So it is moves very slowly here, it is moves very fastly. Okay, the area also is delta A and the time is taken as delta t. Okay, so the line that joins any planet to the sun sweeps equal areas. So this is delta A and this is also delta A at delta t time. So at delta t time, okay, equal time intervals, it covers equal areas. So this is the law of area. So here we consider, so for example, so this is, so for example we have taken, this is r bar is a position vector. Okay, delta is A is the area. So here delta t is time taken. Okay, it is like a rectangle triangle. So the area of rectangle triangle is base of, so area delta A equals to of B into H. Okay, base into height. So of into, what is the base? R cross H. Height is nothing but the velocity into time. Okay, the displacement, the height is taken, this is height, a small time interval we have taken. So this is arc is equals to, so the height, so then it is written as velocity into delta t. Okay, here delta t is a constant, so that is a magnitude. So it is taken this side, left side, so we can write delta A by delta t equals to half into r bar cross v bar. Okay, so this is equation number 1. Next here, so what is p bar? Momentum of this planet. Linear momentum p bar equals to m into V bar. So then V bar can write here V bar equals to P bar by M. So this is equation number 2. At V bar, so we can substitute P bar by M. So then delta A by delta T, that equals to half R bar cross R bar into V bar, the place of P bar by M. Okay, so this equals to 1 by 2. R bar cross P bar equals to angular momentum. Okay, the position vector into linear momentum equals to angular momentum. So that is 1 by 2m into L bar. Okay, so that is, we can write here delta A by delta T equals to, okay, delta A by delta T equals to L bar by 2m. So this is equation number 3. In equation number 3, for a central force, okay, for a central force which is directed along R bar cross L bar. So here the position vector and the angular momentum for the central forces R bar and P bar both are constants. So then these are, okay, L bar is constant, M is also constant, so the term is constant. So then delta A by delta T equals to constant. Okay, so this equation number 4. From equation number 4 we can write the time taken. Okay, so the time taken, so equal time intervals the sun sweeps equal areas. Okay, area is directly proportional to the time interval. So then how many times, so when situated here, the sun is situated here, delta A is directly proportional to delta T. So equal time intervals the sun is sweeps equal areas. Okay, this is law of areas. Next, third one, law of so that is periods. Law of periods. So what is period? That what is time period? The time taken for one oscillation. Okay, the time taken for one revolve. Okay, one round, it is called the time period. So law of periods is explained about the square of the time period of revolution of a planet is proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis of ellipse traced out by the planet. Okay, the planet is revolve around the sun, is situated at any foci. So any one of the foci, that is here and here. The square of the time period t square is directly proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis. Okay, this is law of periods. According to law of periods, the planet is revolve around the sun in elliptical orbit. The square of the period is directly proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis. So this is called the law of periods.